What is up, everyone? This is going to be my Rek'sai jungle in-depth video, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how we're going to build and the most effective build so far that I can tell by playing on my main. This is the build that I think is the best to carry currently. Next patch we have some stride breaker buffs. We'll see how that plays out, but so far right now my best success is just going Ghostblade into Titanic Hydra. Doesn't matter what else. These two, I'm 100% confident that this is just the best to get a really early spike with the Ghostblade, and also the effects of Titanic, which is essential for just your entire kit to operate. So here we're always going to start red. What I've been doing for clears, I mean, red Crux Raptor is essential, a very good clear. Whatever I do a 3 camp. Sometimes a reverse gank, sometimes I play, you know, kind of full clear, but it really depends on the game. You do want to be active though after doing this. Here we start Q, W, auto attack, Q. And generally when you're farming, you should always be practicing your auto Q resets. It's a very essential thing. So here I'm always auto Q. Here you can burrow again to, you know, knock it up. But yeah, you know, bot lane is super easy to play or super easy to gank. They're very suicidal. Level 3 ganking there is good. If it looks like a free level 3 gank, we can. But Rek'sai in general is harder to gank bot in comparative to, you know, ganking top, which I think is actually Rek'Sai's biggest strength is, you know, killing top. But when people like bot laners like this flash in, go aggressive, I'm always watching with my eyes, my vision, ready to counter gank, reverse gank here. And here, you know, okay, one dead, but this guy's easy picking, right? He's a free, you know, all you can eat buffet. He has W, so we remember that. We Q first just to get vision. Here he might W root me, and then I can just knock him up, and it's just easy one shot. And this is where you get that kill, you reverse gank, is what we call this, because we're going reverse in the order of our camps. We always base fast, ASAP, and longsword. Like, you get a kill, longsword. There we see at least flash. That's a flash. Perfect timer for me. And yeah, I think it's just, you should be effective. You need to be effective early game. You should gank. People are really bad at surviving ganks. I don't know if it's a preseason thing or not preseason. I don't know if it's just a new season thing, but I think people are extremely bad now at surviving gank, bowling especially. Here, this guy doesn't understand that Elise is actually looking to kill him, or even looking to kill bot again, and people have just been spam ganking and just been a lot of fighting. I don't like it. I think ganking shouldn't be. I think bowling's too easy to gank. I really don't like the way they designed the wall. It's very easy to just gank them now. Here we can see Elise. She gets crab. She's going for that gank. I want to do something topside because I am topside, but here they really need to check this brush if they want to survive the gank. I think if they check this brush, they're in a good position. Elise is kind of screwed because she's not farming. Now they're in a really good spot. So I'm happy they actually checked. And now you're going to ask Inori, what about Void Grubs? I absolutely adore Void Grubs. So should you. Your champion is good at doing them. You should be ready to be on Void Grubs on spawn. I think a huge advantage you can add to your game is just if you're a good jungler that can kill them like Rek'Sai, Briar, there's a ton that can do it quick. Just be ready to do them on spawn. They are just so easy. And this is what I'm talking about, how red side is so free to gank. I mean, that I don't even have to use the wall, but like I was going to use the wall, right? Super free to gank because of this wall. And here we're just gonna sit here, just get a chunk on her. She might cocoon me perfectly okay. Just going for damage, right? The lower she is, the more higher chance probability I have to get on her on the next rotation. This is really brave for me to try to kill her, but I don't think it's, you know, worth it. So here I see her what she's doing, right? So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna start the Void Grubs. And you're probably thinking, Inori, like, she's right there, wouldn't she come? She can, but honestly, with how fast Rek'Sai can do them, I can kill 2 and just be ready to leave ASAP. So here I'm instantly, if I want, I could just one-shot 2 and be gone, right? Like now she's moving. 2 have already been slain. Now I'm gonna reset this one and just see what's gonna happen. We're gonna play it. We're gonna play a bit, you know, play around vision here a bit. Dodge is R, easy peasy. I'm gonna E out. He has flash. Actually have to flash it. I'm back up my team. What I'm looking for here is a level up. So if I can get a level up here, very good for me. And there it is. That's the level up. And you know, like, that's what I'm talking about. Instantly could kill two. I killed two. Super free. The smiting, the early game grubs are really easy to kill. And this is where I can easily kill this one before anyone reacts. And I'm just out of there, right? Like, I'm just gone. And then I'm gone again. This Pantheon's he's dizzy. He's like, oh my god, where do you go? Like, I'm everywhere, bro. The tunnels. Like, I'm not here to play around. I'm here to win. And that's how I play early game. Really aggressive. Get that really early kill. Usually I base... You know, I generally go for like a base timer and stuff like that, but this game was extremely weird because of how much weird stuff is happening. This is where I try to get my itemization, my items to snowball. This is where we go into the Ghost Blade. Like, I think I was rushing Titanic, but they didn't nerf it. Like, this buy is so good for pretty much what you're trying to accomplish in the game. You're trying to snowball, and the Ghost Blade is so cheap. It kind of gives you everything you want early game. If it was more expensive, I would probably not go for it, but it's just so cheap. It really helps you get on people. I think the problem with Rek'sai is so difficult to just get on people. After the movement speed nerf, she's like a crippled old lady. Like, she cannot reach anyone. I have like an old cane. I'm trying to like wobble my way with like my little double like crutches thing, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? You need movement speed. And this is the importance of the Ghost Blade. It's so good too. It's obviously overtuned, but and the Titanic is just a core. Like, I mean, I can't live without my Titanic. It's just once you learn to combo it in your combo, you're gonna see incredible results. Here I ward this. This guy's on flash. His ward is there, so I pink here. What I'm looking for is just a kill. I'm scanning the area, seeing what's going on. I'm scanning. I really want this at least. So here I'm gonna go on here. I'm gonna E. Very high damage. This is the build in action. Very high damage. And you know why am I even looking for this? Because I'm super happy with my buy. Like, if we just calculated gold value wise how, you know, efficient my buy is. My buy is like god tier. There, I tagged him, scared him away. I could kill him if I had E up, right? But personally, I have my Ghost Blade because it's such a cheap, disgusting lethality item. I have it literally after this dragon, so I'm gonna go home and then rush to top side, because mostly if you do a play, what happens is if I'm bot side and I show all this kind of reviewing myself in these fights, what does the other jungler's like mind? Like, what does the other jungler want to do? He probably wants to do something on the other side. So for me to reassure my weakness in the map, I just get a really fast timer to get up here to possibly defend this Elise play, or to possibly, you know, surprise her. She thinks more like Rek'sai was bot side. Very unlikely for him to be here. But surprise, the Ghost Blade movement. See, top is spicy, so I'm instantly jolting my way there. But he won the fight. I think he could still die at least, but it's okay. I'm gonna do crap. Now we have another extremely good buy. So what do we want to do? We want to capitalize on it. Void Grub's 30. We play for that. I could easily kill him. The problem with this champion is he has an ability that just, well, pretty much denies any chance to get on. Come on, bro. I know you want to. Now I have Ghost Blade, though. See, that fear is actually a huge counter team. But I have R, so I can kill him. But that fear mechanic, extremely hard to gank on that guy. If you're running straight at him, which my champion literally does, you're never killing that champion. It's unfortunate, but that's just the truth. Here, like we said, we can always just... What I like about the Void Grubs, you can always kill one fast and just leave. Now, I feel like it's not something you have to always, like, okay, I have to... If I start them, I have to finish them. No, you can easily... Like, sometimes I just heist 2 and I leave. 2 is enough for me to get my, you know, my little testosterone for the day. But this is a situation where I think maybe I can get more, because she's so weak and at least is even scared to check on me. But you always save your smite for when you're ready to leave, or like in this situation when I'm about to finish them. So here she might invade, right? So we watch the area where she could come. Q it just in case. So what I want to do is I want to see if there's any movement in my jungle. Really listen. If nothing, I start the camp now. Because Rek'Sai is most vulnerable if she's on a jungle camp unburrowed with abilities down. This is where I would be most vulnerable to die. This is like your greatest weakness, is getting like engaged on in these situations. Your abilities are down. Rek'Sai is always designed around being able to initiate on a champion with your abilities up in burrowed form. That's just how the champion operates. If you don't have these, conditions, you're very weak and vulnerable. So unburrowed Rek'Sai with abilities down, very weak. So here's where we're, kind of happy she goes in. We're also able to utilize this wall angle. This is what I'm talking about. Top is so easy to kill because of literally this wall. Like I'm telling you, easy ganks top side. I don't think top is the best at carrying, but they're really easy when you got void grubs. Like just look at what I'm doing to this tower. I'm just decimating it. It just, like I'm able to even win as a split push champion when I play Rek'Sai with a void grubs. Like it's just so good with Titanic too. Here always check like one camp if you're just killing the jungler. Here this guy's doing some suicidal stuff. And I would really could have easily killed them. Here was where I base. So boots wise, Tabby, CDR, Merctress. These are your 3 options for boots. Honestly, the weakness of this build, you're not going to have ability haste. So if you can afford CDR, it's good. But look how much crowd control they have, right? It's a no-brainer. This is the Merctress angle. And then we want to go into Titanic. And we get this item. And we're off to the races. Sometimes you can Ghost Blade. If you feel like you're really not going to fight for like 30 seconds, just Ghost Blade at base. Right away, the active will be up by the time you decide to fight later. It just speeds up your movement. And here, I'm just going to farm for a bit. Thing is, if I had enough for Tiamat, I would go Tiamat. Unless I'm afraid to get bursted. So here I'm always like my comboing. I'll talk more about the comboing when we have the Titanic. That's where it gets really important. But in general, auto Q. Only use your E when it's red. They're red, they're dead. This guy's going for crab. I'm not going to allow. So here my Ghost Blade is actually up again. Really needed you to go in there, buddy. Get that kill. Go on the Maokai. Get the knock up. Auto. You always just kite in with your auto attacks. Tracking with movements. Red buff is applying. There I have flash up. I have literally insane buy. Like I'm begging. I'm screaming. Rakan, I'm going in. Back me up. He was a bit late there. A little dizzy, a little sleepy, but eventually went in. And that's like those plays you have to look. Obviously we're 20 to 5, but like it's important to know your champion's strengths and know how to, when you know you can win a fight, you take that fight. You have to be confident in yourself. And you're probably like, Inori, this game is like, it's over. Do not have that mindset. The game is never over. I've lost games more one-sided than this. Like, do not believe your team will do the correct calls. They do not want the same things as you. They do not understand how hard you worked for this early game to get them where they are. They think they got themselves there. But no, it was you, the jungler, who was literally able to enable them to even have a resemblance of success in this game. And they forget it all the time. And that's when they overplay and they get overconfident. And then we're back to square one. But here, the Darius is actually doing pretty good. This guy's a trooper. I could tell already he was good because he built Triforce instead of rushing Stride Breaker like I've seen on my main. It's really disturbing. Here, Ghost Blade fast. Q, auto E, auto. And with the Titanic, guys, I'm telling you, the build, the comboing, it gets more interesting. And the core build, like eventually what I've been doing is I've just been getting tanky after this. I might go Stride Breaker when they buff it, but so far, what I've been going is if I need MR, I've been going the Rooken item. So if I go MR, I need this item. If I want armor, I go Frozen Heart or Randuin's. It sounds stupid, right? But Honestly, with Rek'sai, with Titanic, all you really need to do is just to get tanky. You fall off way too hard to carry against some of these broken champions. So I just realized like you just want to get tanky. And the best items to do that is just these items. And Frozen Heart's like one of the most overtuned items in the game right now. Even though you don't utilize the mana, you're just like getting insane value. You can go Cleaver too if I was against like a more shred comp. But like if I want to maximize my damage, I would probably go for like a Cleaver. But unfortunately, like I just feel like third item just feels really real for Rek'sai. And my team is dead. So like this is like really the core. Like you should play for this. After this, you need to get tankier or you get ability haste. So I would go Cleaver. I don't like DD. I feel like DD's garbage. I feel like armor-wise, Frozen Heart, Randuin's are better. For MR, Rookcorn. And also, I forgot the item. But yeah, you just want to get tanky at this point. So here my Ghost Blade. I'll show you guys the combo. Auto Q, Titanic E. And very strong. Once you enable these two combo items together, you just become a god. So don't fear anything. Do not fear. Auto Q, Q, Titanic E, auto. And that's like the combo. And then I would R if I need to. Very simple, very basic. I Ghost Blade if I need to get into range of whatever champ I'm fighting. Yada yada. Here it doesn't really show that he left, so I think he might just be here. Titanic E and then dodge. Go behind him. R because once it wears off, you kill him. But the combo, once you get these two items, components, very essential. So here I'm going to show you guys one more time. So here, I always start with like the Q, W, auto, Q, Titanic, E, auto. Done. They're dead. Very simple combo. Add it to your gameplay. You're going to be whopping, bopping, slopping. That's all you have to do. Auto, Q, Q, E, Titanic, E. One more auto. And they're dead. Essential. This item is essential. There's just nothing else I can say. This item just puts everything into place. I just wish there was a better ability haste item that I could build, like a better, like Spear of Sojin or something that was good for me. But the only weakness I feel like with Rek'sai, she just doesn't have a good ability haste item to go. Here I want him to use a Q and then I can go. But he's holding out. When you see the amount of damage, like DPS, you're sort of like a burst champion. It's all about that in and out comboing. So this game, if I needed MR, I would go that item I was talking to you guys about. Right, like if I wanted MR, I would go there. If I want ability haste, I would go into this one. If I wanted more armor, I would go into Randuin's. On average though, I do like Cleaver third into like the two tank items we were talking about. Sterix honestly doesn't feel that good anymore. That's just like for me. I feel like they kind of nerfed it by losing 50 HP on it. Plus Rek'sai base AD isn't even that good to make up for the nerf of HP. So I find Sterix to be very bad. I think Jack Show is not bad later in the game too. But most importantly, just focus on your comboing. Focus, focus, focus. I don't really want to smite there because Baron's about to spawn. We're playing for Baron. We're trying to play a clean game. This is how I play a clean game. Always Q check brushes. Here, Ghost Blade in. Smite. Go on this guy. Auto Q, Q, Titanic. One shot. Flash over to get my AoE. Q, R. One shot. Here, I'm under tower, but I'm quite tanky, so I can get under tower. Re-engage. Titanic, E, one shot. Very, very simple. Like the comboing of this champion is super nice, fluid. I end a lot of games just off of literally, you know, having these two items together. This is how I've been winning on my main. Peace. I was going to ride it. You do not even have a license, you little worm. Get me in here. You ruined my ride, bro. Ain't no one rides Herald. Ain't nobody goes on Shelly except for me, okay? Just FYI. Here, knock up auto, Titanic, Titanic, E, auto attack, dead. If you do these comboing, if you focus on it perfectly, the game is going to be yours to take. And this was Emerald game, so just FYI. It's just so simple and even for me for Emerald. For you guys, it's so much possibility. It's super strong in whatever ELO you're in. From the bottom to the top, I think this build's essential. Actually, I'm going to end the game. PC's starting to lag a bit. But I hope you guys like that video. Be sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments what you think. Good luck on the climb, guys. Good luck on your games and stay positive. Yeah.